Hi, how are ya? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures with Elsent the Worgen Hunter. Today we are in Hearthglen, and there is Tyrion Fordring. Seems to be the leader of the Argent Crusade now. Let's have a chat here with Daria Elrain. Greetings, how do you do? My name is Daria. I am one of the priests in charge of preserving the peace here in Hearthglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast of Hearthglen. This particular tower is of personal importance to the High Lord. I guess she's referring to High Lord Tyrion Fordring. It's the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of gnolls, however, maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me rid the trail of some of the gnoll vandals so I can do my duty?
Goddess watch over you.
And yeah, we actually slayed his son. His son was Talon Fordring. And he was a part of the Scarlet Crusade. He joined the Scarlet Crusade after his father disappeared.
Can I help you?
The long trip home. I've been many places in my life, good hunter. I fought the Battle of Encourage, passed through the Dark Portal into Outland, and joined the Argent Crusade to beat down the Scourge in Coldest Northern. Quite the life. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. Now I find myself here in Hearthglen, a scant few miles from home. It's time I paid my respects. I'm headed to Mender's Stead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting up with you again once I get there.
See you around.
All right. Surprised that guy survived that long. But yeah, pretty cool quest chain, man, when you fight Talon Fordring. You get a good item as well. It's like considered prebis in vanilla. Remember doing it on my warrior.
Hey there.
It's about time. Finally, you're here. Get to work. My men have been sparring with these wooden practice dummies for far too long. Sure, you can learn how to swing a sword by practicing with a dummy, but real combat requires a real combatant. I had asked for them to send me someone imposing, but I suppose a skinny-armed Worgen Hunter will have to do. Now get in there and teach my men how to fight.
See you later.
All right, well, let's go teach him how to fight.
Can I assist you?
Yes, Lieutenant Miner asked me to challenge you to a duel. Fine, but I won't hold back. Alright, let's put down a little explosive trap.
What brings you here? May the stars guide you.
Down another trap here. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Hearthglen's like with all of these Argent Crusade members here now. These guys are actually pretty tough. Let's try one of the Blood Elves.
Good day to you. See you later.
Baladash Malinore.
We didn't trigger the trap. Few more to go.
The dark times will pass.
I assume this Hearthglen was probably better, like a more fun experience infiltrating it when it was a part of the Scarlet Crusade. Up here was a good quest chain. A lot of good quests up here. So I'll be surprised if I enjoyed this version more.
Sun guides us.
I think it's one of my favorite parts of Western Plaguelands back in vanilla. Alright, so there we go. Defeat all of the trainees.
You need something?
I'm just looking over my paperwork here, and it says that we were expecting a female Worgen Hunter. You're not, Lieutenant Miner looks at you awkwardly. Never mind. It would appear that you are not the person that I originally hired, but you did a good job. So I'm going to pay you anyhow.
Be careful.
Trudges sigh. Say, I never caught your name, Elsent. Pleased to meet you, Elsent. I've got one more problem that needs fixing. And you have a look about you that just screams, I'm a problem fixer. There's a small mine on the northern edge of Hearthglen where we get most of our ore that the town needs. My drudges who work the mine normally do a decent job, but fortunately it seems that a larger than average spider has taken up residence within this cave. Think you can clear things up for me? Alright, so we'll do that. I think this would be the way to the cave. But it is interesting being able to just run around Hearthglen like freely. He couldn't really do that back in vanilla. You'd get attacked by the Scarlet Crusade. There he is. A lot of miners just looking at him. There we go, Chandril down. And we should hit level 41 today. Which means we'll get a new talent point. Speaking of talents, let's check out the pet talents. We have 2 unspent. I think I'm going to max out Spike Collar, which increases the damage done by your pet's basic attacks by 9%.
What can I do for you?
Nice work in retrospect. I'm glad that other Worgen Hunter never showed up. You've proven to be all the help I need.
For the Alliance.
All right. And we put some items up on the auction house. It would be cool if we could find a mailbox here. Here's a flight point. So let's just head down here and we'll deal with the gnolls. There we go. Who are these guys? Hearthglen Shield Bearers. Like they got overtaken by these red pine gnolls. Surprised the gnolls could even do that to the Argent Crusade, to be honest, but I guess if you get outnumbered, you get outnumbered. And today, the launch of Season of Discovery Phase 4 is coming out. At 4 p.m. for me. I live on the East Coast. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually going to try to be on for when it launches. I think this is a pretty important patch for Season of Discovery, so I'm going to try to play as much as I can. And we'll try to get 60. pretty fast, so we can enjoy and see what happens in Searing Gorge, and everybody's around that level. Supposedly they're going to have an event in that zone and Blackrock Mountain, so I'm looking forward to all the PvP, world PvP in that zone for the first couple weeks. I hope the server can handle it. There's going to be a lot of people roaming around there. Like all the time, because all the best dungeons are there, the raids there. Like everyone's just going to be at Blackrock Mountain. And it's great playing as Alliance for that, because we got Ironforge right next door. I must admit, Elsent, I have been using my Mind Vision spell to keep tabs on you, and I must say the number of gnolls you found on the trail is truly staggering. Allow me to concentrate for a moment. You feel Daria's Mind Vision travel elsewhere, then it returns to you. Further down the trail, south of Talon's Tower, the gnolls have carved out a small meeting area to the east of the main road. Something is happening there. I'm not certain what. We should investigate. I will look for anything out of the ordinary. You just protect yourself. Okay. Because as Horde, they only have Kargath. Really, that's the closest flight point they have to Blackrock Mountain. And it's just like an outpost in the Badlands. And to get there, usually people keep their Hearthstone there. And then if they want to get to a mage city, there's usually a mage there just posted up selling, food, water, and ports to Thunderbluff, Undercity, and Orgrimmar. If you are a mage on the Horde side, you can make quite a bit of coin with by doing that. I made enough to fund Thunder Fury doing that on my mage back in like 2020. But I never got Thunder Fury, which kind of sucked. Didn't drop off Baron Geddon. But yeah, so if you're on Horde side, it's a good way of making gold. It's competitive though. There's going to be a few mages doing it, I assume. Gnolls and Necromancy, what a surprise. And I thought that here in Western Plaguelands, we had put these dark days behind us. You sense Darla's eyes focusing on something on the ground. Wait, what is that? See those reagents over there and these supplies right here? These belong to the Argent Crusade. Those are known for thievery, but as far as I know, Hearthglen hasn't had any incursions since the Red Pine came. Very suspicious. I know a few helpful folks within Hearthglen: Morris Vant, Outfitter, Mendeleev, Bree Ironstock, and High Cleric Alphys. All can be trusted and are well connected. Question them and find out if they know anything about these lost supplies. Alright, so it looks like we're heading back here. We hit level 41, which means we got a talent. We'll get another rank of TNT. So now when we deal periodic damage with our Immolation Trap, Explosive Trap, or Black Arrow, we have a 20% chance to get lock and load, so that's good. I think the 100% chance with Freezing Trap is better, though. But both are good. More chances to get more explosive shots is always good. And yeah, I had a macro for it. I don't have it on this character, I don't think. It's probably on my mage. But I had a macro, and when somebody would say, like, looking for port Thunderbluff, a Thunderbluff logo would come up, or a Thunderbluff port logo. and then it would automatically invite them, and then you just make the port. So you could like literally be doing something else on your computer while you're just like selling ports, water, and all that stuff. Just open trade with them, boom, done. And the trick was, like, for you to be competitive, you need to be the fastest.
What's happening?
You just need your internet connection to be the fastest so you could, get the invite out the quickest. Hello there, Hunter. Hello, ma'am. Heard of any interesting rumors lately? Well, let's see. I heard that Magus Bisp has been spending his time cooped up on top of his tower, working on some new spell or something. I heard that Del Garon was planning on retiring and heading back to his farm. He may have left already, in fact. Oh, and I heard there's some Worgen Hunter running around town, asking people all sorts of annoying questions. Just playing with you, love. Hope that information helped.
Safe travels.
All right, so that's one down. And yeah, but now, like, there's really no point in, doing that gold farm because you could just buy gold. Like, you get 8,000 gold. It's almost 9,000 gold for 25 Canadian or 20 American. So, like, back then you couldn't do that. So,
Salutations.
but now, like, gold per hour, you're better off just buying it. May the light watch over you, child, and how may I help you this fine day? I'm looking for someone who may have stolen some supplies from Hearthglen. Have any leads for me? Stolen supplies? Well, let me think about it. I know a certain priest by the name of Daria who took all the extra wine after last week's service, but didn't throw it out as I asked. I believe she'll be apologizing soon, though. Alpha winks at you. I've also heard an abnormal number of confessions this week from one of the mages. What was his name? Crisp Lisp? Something along those lines. Now be on your way.
Off and away.
Imagine it's Daria. She's the thief. Yeah, the gold the token was the worst thing that happened to that classic, to be honest.
I buy and trade.
Good day, Brave Hunter. How can I be of service? Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers in the blacksmith shop? Well, let's see. I saw some drudges running away from that mine over there. Said something about a spider. New customers? Well, there's Jera Lee, the lovely young gnome who bought an axe twice her size last week. Oh, and Magus Bisp came and asked for armor. Not sure why he'd need plate
Have a
armor.
good one.
Because he's buying armor for the gnolls.
See you later.
Let's sell it some junk here.
See you around.
And there's Outfitter Mendeleev.
Well met.
What is this, an interrogation? You're one of Fordring's internal affairs guys, are you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Let me look over my records. Last week I sold a ball gown to Lieutenant Minor, which struck me as odd. What else? Magus Bisp bought several dozen leather jerkins, which he couldn't give reason for. Oh, and Friar Burlingham came by to stock up on swimwear for his trip to Hard Wrench Hideaway. That's about it. Now, if you don't mind, I have customers. So this Magus Bisp guy seems to be an interesting fellow. Did you notice, Elsent? Many names were mentioned, but one name was mentioned far more than the others. Bisp. Magus Bisp is one of Hearthglen's most preeminent arcanists. To imagine that he would be interacting with gnolls and dabbling in necromancy, unthinkable. You'll find him atop the tower near Hearthglen's main gate. Hopefully he'll have an explanation for all of this. If not, well, I wouldn't go to the top of that tower unprepared, Elsa. Imagine he's like ex-Scarlet Crusade, and he's trying to get the gnolls together so he can overtake Hearthglen and get it under Scarlet control again. There he is, Magus Bisp.
Greetings.
What are you doing up here, Worgen? Can't you see you're interfering with official Argent Crusade business? I was wondering what you knew about the gnolls to the south. Someone has been giving them supplies to practice necromancy.
Alliance.
You'll pay with your life for interfering with my plans, you miserable scum. Okay. Let's give him some shots here. He blinked on top of me. That's the best way to play as a mage if you're fighting against a hunter. Just stay in melee range and cast Arcane Blast. Forces them to melee attack you. Bagging Bisp. I suppose we can take his aggression as an admission of guilt. You alright, Elsent? So you killed a member of the Argent Crusade inside Hearthglen. Usually, that's not smiled upon even in self-defense. I recommend you can't come back to Mardenhold Keep and turn yourself into High Lord Fortry. Hopefully he will hear you out. Will be sympathetic to your situation. I hope I haven't gotten you in any trouble. I don't know about this guy, Daria. Seems like we might be getting in some trouble here. Maybe he just knew that that mage would just, you know, snap on us like that.
Put your faith in the light.
I'm already
All
aware of
is
your actions,
possible.
Elsen. I welcome you into my town, give you my blessing, and what do? You slay the traitor that we've been hunting down for weeks. Well done. Your heroism is budding much earlier than even I had anticipated. Alright, so we're going to get a neck piece. 6 agility, 5 stamina. I think that's better than what we currently
Find
have.
the strength within you.
Here we go. And we got the achievement Western Plaguelands quest. We completed 45 quests in the Western Plaguelands. So there we go, guys. I think I am going to call this episode here. The Phase 4 of Season Discovery is coming out soon, so I want to be ready for that. I know this is a shorter episode. The next one will be much longer. We will finish all the quests here in the Western Plaguelands, well, the ones we have left. And then we will be heading into the woods and eventually into the Eastern Plaguelands. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.